guys. Uh-oh. That was hard. I've been screwing up lately with the Periscope thing. Hi, guys. How are you today? Oh, wait, let me put this up. How are you all today? Back on. Hi. Hey, X. What does that mean? Hey, X. What does X mean? Like sign an X? Okay, guys. Okay, so the long-awaited outcome. Hi, UK. Of Bobbie. Oh, okay. Oh, X. Oh, X. Oh my goodness. I'm a ditzy psychic. You think I would know these things? The long-awaited outcome of Bobbie Christina finally happened. And she's no longer with us. So, we know that to be true. We know the truth of the matter is she's gone. What language is that? Tapini? What is that? In any case, that makes me so sad. Because I was praying that she would pull through. I don't know why. Like, who was going to take care of her when she pulled through anyway? Think about it. Like, ciao, Bella. Hello, honey. Like, you know, whatever relationship she had with Nick, Gordon, you know, that was chaos. So she was only going to come back to that chaos. And as much as her father loved her, as much as you could tell that he was passionate for her. He did not have the wherewithal to truly be there for her like her mother could. You know, there's another woman in the picture, there's a stepmother in the picture, there's 2 more kids in the picture. It is super cool. And with that being said, you know, she was still just a little girl. And if you guys look at the past history on any videos, she protected her mom. I feel like the family fights more about money than they were for her. Yeah. So, I have a couple of psychics that called me, and they were like they're friends, and they were like, one person was like, I checked into something. She was so funny in her thing, but she checked into like the Illuminati portion of it. She really got that there was some Tom Brady, 4-game suspension, upheld. I probably predicted that, Tom Brady, I need to check back now. Did I predict that? I don't know. In any case, I'm all over the place right now. Bobbie Christina is gone, and Pat Houston, and Bobbie Brown, like, is there a fight? Is there a fight? Is Krissy gonna get involved? You know, is there a fight now that she's gone? There's $20 million on the table. $20 million. And it's my understanding that there was a will, and, you know, if it turns out that the child did not survive, then the money goes to Whitney's siblings, whoever they are. Pat Houston was always the executor of the will. But you know what? Not for nothing. You know, for me, it just feels like that little girl had a bounty on her head. Like $20 million and growing. That sounds like a bounty to me. No one should have known how much money, you know, that little girl was coming into. Like, I just feel like the family wasn't sacred enough to protect her, like, seriously. Or maybe even protect her from herself. Oh, you know what else I stated in one of those videos? I stated that it was really, really important to keep a reality show around this little girl. Now, I know that sounds crazy, because reality shows bring out the worst in people, right? But in her case, and I said that, in her case, it was going to save her life. And I said that in one of those videos. reality show should have stayed around that little girl. It was the only thing that would have gotten her through the next 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or at least showcase the conflict between her and her husband. At the very least, we would have had some video record of that. So right now, oh my goodness, right now there's just a lot of love for the loss of her. This is love. This is, tears, crying, and again, love. A lot of love is around the loss of this little girl. And then it gets ugly. This is grubby hands on something. I don't know what everybody thinks they want to go out for. 5 weeks. 5 weeks. And the devil card, or temptation, always means throwing creepy. Maybe I missed a conversation you guys were just having. Always means ugly people around. Ugly, ugly people around. Nothing to lose, by the way. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for asking. Okay, listen, guys. Pat's in charge. Legally, Pat's in charge. And I feel like she's going to go to court to make sure certain things are upheld. There is some sort of sacrifice. There's some sneaky dude, running around the money, trying to figure out what it is that, I can get my hands on. Seriously. But Pat's going to hold on. Pat's going to hold on to that money real tight. You can, by the way, everyone, you can call me for your own personal readings at 818-985-2010, 818-985-2010. I try not to answer questions when I'm trying to focus on doing a reading on a celebrity. But comments are cool. Comments are cool. But you can call me for your own personal reading. Pat is going to keep... Pat has a... Yeah. Even though you're far away, by the way, guys, you can always Skype. I just did a Skype reading prior to coming on this broadcast, so you can always Skype. Skyping's not a problem. You just call info. You email info@thegreenmanstore.com, and you pay that way. info@thegreenmanstore.com, and we can Skype. Okay. There is a legal situation that's coming out of this. Seriously, there's a legal situation coming around this. I have to say that this guy might be Bobbie, but it makes me really sad to think that he could possibly think that he could have a stake in anything. Like, that really kind of makes me sad. So, Bobbie, I would have to say let it go. That's what I would have to say. Pat has a really, really strong position. She will win. Period. But the knives are coming out. The knives are coming out. No later than 10 weeks from now. I get 5 weeks after the funeral. No later than 10 weeks. And is she and Whitney at peace now? Here's what I got. I got this whole time her mama was trying to convince her to go back. This whole time. And she was steadfast in kind of not making that decision. Like, not making a decision at all. Like, still clinging to her mom. And I feel like her mom was trying to coax her and help her to figure out why it was okay to go back. And then ultimately, her body began to fail, so she couldn't come back. That's what I got, personally. But she was okay with her body failing because she didn't want to come back. And then she was like, well, now I can't. They're going to come back together, by the way. They're coming back again. Together. So, I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's not weird in my world. Okay, so I see Whitney coming back as a daughter, and the daughter coming back as the mommy. They're going to switch roles this time, but they're coming back together. That's how close they are. This is, You know when you talk about soulmate energy and everybody wants to put it on boyfriend, girlfriend? You know there are different types of soulmates. This is the purest example of soulmate. This is. You know? This is. Ugh, but it makes me so sad. Because soulmate kind of ends, like, it's so tragic. And sometimes in real life, when it's about dating, it's also very tragic. Their bond was extremely deep. I totally agree. And if you looked at my last video, I kind of alluded that she wasn't coming back, but I wasn't allowed to say it. Like, legally, I'm not allowed to say it, and ethically, I'm not allowed to say it, but I did try to allude to it without saying it. Because remember, if you look at my YouTube videos, the death card came up. And that means new beginning, but in her case, it meant new beginning over there. But I wasn't allowed to say it, so it is what it is. A lot of confusion about money. Bobbie, if you think you can fight for this, they may throw you a bone. Just a bone, just to shut you up, because Pat does not have time for this. And there could be another woman participating in this fight with Pat and Bobbie. Another woman, somebody who's greedy, somebody's like don't take that crap, you deserve blah 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 blah. I don't know how Bobbie thinks he has any stake in this. I also see, by the way, Bobbie, I see either relapse, rehab again, you're getting sick, you know, in a weird kind of way. I'm not sure you can survive without your daughter. There's a little bit of vicious cycle going on here. Doesn't look like Bobbie is going to want to stick around any longer than anybody else has stuck around. Seriously. There is some, yeah, oh my God. 2 years time. 2 years time, you're going to see Bobbie get compromised. There's 2 years, 2 years, 2 years. We're going to see Bobbie get compromised. Probably very similar energy where it's kind of like, I can't do this either. And this brings me to tears. So my prayer for you, Bobbie, is that you decide to stay here too. I know that you're remarried and you've got a couple of kids. You just can't leave them behind. So I just don't see Bobbie rising up out of this. I think he's going to have a hard time doing shows. I think he's going to have some financial issues from this point on. Pat is not going to give him anything in the next 2 years. She may throw him a bone and that's it. She will not give him a stipend to live for the rest of his life with that other woman. That's what I'm getting. All right, guys. I gotta go. I'll be back with Jason. Tuesdays with Jason. Or Tuesdays with the Wizard. Not really sure how I'm going to title it. I'll see you guys later. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I get some hearts, please? Hearts, 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 hearts. I love you all. I love you all. Thank you so much. Bye. What is Pat on the up and up mean? What? Oh, thank you for the hearts, guys. What does that mean? Is Pat on the up and up? I'm not good at language. I'm not good at street language. What does the up and up mean? Talk English to me. That's all I know. Is she reliable? Huh. In a vicious kind of way, she's reliable. She's reliable, but she's kind of cutthroat. It's a double-edged sword. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for loving my hair. Is she reliable? Yes. But you know what? She doesn't have to be reliable anymore. Pat has all the money. She doesn't have to prove this to anybody anymore. She gets the money. She's the executor. She's going to pass this money around. I was talking to one of my other clients, and she felt like she was going to make more money on top of the money that she was going to give out to her brothers. And I have to say, yeah, Pat is a money maker. So, yes. Yes. Pat's going to go after something, probably project-wise that's going to create more money for her. She's cutthroat. Is she reliable? Yeah, but she hasn't proven it to anybody at this stage of the game. It's all about her. Yeah, it is. This whole thing is sad. All right, guys. I'll be back with Jason in about an hour. Take it easy. Bye.